Hey guys, this is Daryl Shergan, Quest for Vape. We are live, Coil Building Workshop. Today I am here with ST, Scott Taylor from ST Vape's channel on YouTube. And also we have a guest, Dawn. Dawn, what is your last name?
Carrillo.
Dawn Carrillo. I knew you were up in Michigan. I just didn't know your last name. And you are the owner of Adore e-liquids, is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. For anybody who doesn't know Dawn yet, she's on the live chat on myvaporium.net a lot, and she also has been doing a ton of good stuff with the sponsoring a smoker program, sending free juice out to folks who were challenged in that, and getting on vaping for the first time. And she just has a real heart and passion for helping people to quit smoking through vaping because she was a former smoker herself. And with that said, Dawn, could you just tell us a little about yourself, how you got into on your whole mission here with what you do?
Well, I'm Dawn from AdoreEliquid.com. The website is up and running and working beautifully. I got into vaping last December. A few years back, my husband actually got murdered, and it left me as a single parent. And for 5 years, I had kids that said, "We want you to quit smoking. We wish you would quit smoking." I was a 2-pack-a-day Newport smoker. I loved to smoke. I'm not going to lie. Like, it brought something to my day. It gave me something to look forward to. And I always said, I'm never going to quit. I'm never going to quit. And started seeing people vaping, mostly on egos and stuff, and had to check that out. And that's brought me to where I'm at. So now I'm on a mission, number one, to get as many people the opportunity to give this a try, to see if it works for them. Let them know that there's no shame in still dueling. You don't have to go all or nothing. And also to promote the fact that we need to soften up a little bit and make it a little more comfortable for women to enter into this field of vaping. So that's my mission.
That's awesome. What a good mission. And we're here to help support you in anything that you need. And I know you've been there to support us in anything that we need. So thank you. And thanks for being on the show this early.
That's Vape Fam. That's what we do.
That's right. Scotty, he doesn't like it when I call him Scotty, but Scott, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into vaping and how you got into doing YouTube and what you do?
All right. Well, I'm Scott with ST Vapes. Been around the game a little bit now. Was a smoker for 27 years. October 4th of this year will be my official 2-year without a cigarette. Oh, and you know what?
I don't know how to do sound effects, so.
See, I'm not on my game, folks,
Not on your game.
so I'm going to give this to y'all. I'll toot my own horn, but started doing reviews back in March, and the reviews turned into a live show with Quest for Vape. It's the True Vapor Show. It's on every Thursday at 9 a.m. Central, so come check us out. We've always got a great cast on there. And yeah, come check us out. Come check us all out.
Awesome.
Congratulations, ST.
Thank you.
Yeah, 2 years. That's like a seasoned veteran in the vaping world. I'm going to get going with the build here in a second, but I wanted to take a few minutes just to say hello, introduce, so folks know who's on here with me. And I'm Quest for Vape, Daryl Shergan. I live in Long Island, New York. I started vaping 10 months ago. Last October on my birthday, I decided it was time to quit smoking after 26 years, and I bought a Kangaroo EVOD. And yeah, it's been a nice quick evolution and a steep learning curve since then for me. I just grabbed it with both hands and jumped in, and I started doing YouTube back in January. I was doing videos for a lot of, like, sending videos out to my friends who still smoked, goading them a little bit when they would mock me, and I would send them a video back. But then, you know, people started watching the stuff I was putting out there, and strangers that I didn't know were watching it, so I figured I'd continue with it, and it's been a nice evolution. Every setup I ever bought for myself, and I bought multitudes of them. There was a point in time early on when I was buying like a different setup every day because I was furiously trying to find a satisfying vape. So I had all the Ego Twists and the MVPs and the Nautiluses, and I hated all of them. I got to dripping, and I was like, okay, This can keep me off cigarettes. This right here.
You did not like any of the knots or anything? Nothing?
No.
None of the stuff?
No, I didn't like them. They didn't. It was user error. I didn't know how to vape them right. I didn't know how to be like slow and cautious, and I didn't know how to break in a coil back then. And I hadn't thought to go online and check YouTube to see, is there a process. I would just start firing it up and cranking it, burn out a coil, and then be frustrated for 3 days, and then go buy a different setup. Nobody took the time, and I wasn't exactly open to asking, how does this stuff work? But, you know, anyway, so here I am, and here's what I do. I started going to vape shops just to hang out and learn how to build, and I started, then when the guys at the shop would get busy, I would build. And I'd go home every night, and I would do like every build imaginable. I'd watch YouTube videos, and I would just build to build. And then if the shop guys were tied up and somebody needed a build, I would just throw a build on their decks, and it became a regular thing. I started doing a live, like a coil building workshop at shops around here, not charging money, just to teach people how to build or get people talking about vaping and learning how to build their own stuff. So now I do it on air. And we have Dirty Devo joining us. What's up, Derek?
Welcome, Dirty.
How you guys doing?
Fantastic.
Dirty.
Good morning.
Morning.
What's up, baby?
Thanks for being on, man.
Putting a fresh battery in my Rig V2.
Oh, by the way, what are you vaping?
Loving that, buddy.
I'm vaping on my Rig V2 with a Kennedy on top.
Very
Yes,
nice.
sir.
Very nice.
I think we've got a little ongoing behind-the-scenes joke on the rig.
Oh, really?
What's that?
Look how hard this thing hits.
Well, I don't have a V2, but I'll tell you what I do have is the V1 rig and roughneck.
I want the. That's what I want them to make. They're supposed to be making the roughneck for the V2, but now I want a V1 so I can get a roughneck.
Oh, yes.
You got the brass too?
Yes, I do.
Nice. That's what I have, a brass one, man. I love the way the brass looks.
The brass looks sexy. It hits hard. This was my favorite mech mod until I got the Able, and now it's all about the Able.
I'm gonna have to try the Able now because I'm all about this Rig V2.
Dirty, you are addicted now.
I didn't know the hype until a friend of mine let me hit it, and his mod, that is, and then I was like, oh, okay, it's not just hype. American-made products really did an awesome job on this one. I'm gonna put a fresh battery in too.
It almost feels like I'm more manlier now that I have this and when I vape from it.
You know, I didn't want to say anything, but I did notice that you were looking a little more. The machismo was coming out.
Yeah.
What's everybody vaping on besides that? What do you got over there, Dawn?
Right now I have the Hexome version 2.1.
Very nice.
And the Crown Tank.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry, the Atlantis on here. I actually have the Atlantis V1 with V2 coils in it. And the Kiko with a Patriot atomizer and 6-wrap 24-gauge Canthal 0.3 standard Zenner build.
Okay. Wait,
and I'm vaping on my pumpkin cheesecake that will be pouring in about a week and a half.
Pumpkin cheesecake?
All flavors.
Dawn, hook a brother up.
I got you.
So you've rebounded?
I have 3 gallons of it steeping.
Nice. I'll take 2. So you've rebounded from your car drove through the shop next to you and knocked all your juice off the bottles.
I'm very close. I'm about 5 days behind now versus 3 weeks. So I'm almost there. It's been worth every second of it because nothing easy is gratifying in the end. So.
Well, it'd be great if it was easy, but even if it's not, it's still worth doing. So.
It taught me a lesson. It did teach me a lesson on going ahead and doing things you shouldn't do, like selling. So, yeah. And offering samples because you thought you had them, and you never know, they could disappear just like that. So, yeah. But I'm good. I'm good now. Thank you.
Awesome.
I'm
Awesome.
almost recovered. But the fall flavors, I planned for them to be second week September. So.
Very cool. Hey, Dirty, are you DIYing over there still?
Yep, I'm DIYing. Although I'm almost out of the 3 juices I have in stock right now, which is the strawberry milkshake I have, which I have the most of. I'm down to the last little bit of my chocolate frosted donut, and I only have a drop left of my cereal, my Captain Crunch cereal one I did.
Cool. Cool. Hey,
Nice.
somebody just showed up on the show here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mike Malloy, and I don't recognize that one.
What's up, Mike? Take yourself off mute. Mike Micole joined the chat. Okay, Mike, don't worry about it. You can just hang out and watch. Thanks for being here. We're about to go live, and I'm going to do a build. I'm going to build, it's called a turbo build. That's becoming very popular, and I'm going to build it on my Alliance RDA. This is the Alliance from Fogwind and Vaporgate. Fogwind is the company that invented the Mutation X, and Vaporgate, Yosh, his juice line is Vaporgate. That's Smurf and Donkey Punch and all those yummy flavors.
MFPB.
Yeah, MFPB. Motherfucking peanut butter.
That's right.
And this is one of my favorite RDAs right here. Hey, who do we have? We have Lou McVape.
Lou.
Yeah, I'm in.
Lou. What's up, Lou?
None. Just hanging out. Got out of work early, so
Cool, man.
I'm going home.
Where are you at?
Las Vegas.
Oh, wow. We got Vegas in the house. We got Michigan. We got Tennessee. We got Massachusetts, right?
Yep, Massachusetts.
Very
I
cool.
see the thing saying y'all was building Coil, so I figured I'd check it out and see what
Yep.
y'all was doing.
All right, cool. Well, we were just about to get into it. I'm doing what's called a turbo build. That's where you have, I'm going to use 22 gauge on one side and 24 gauge on the other. So yes, I am using 2 different gauges of wire for each coil, and I'm going to do a 5 wrap of 22 and a 6 wrap of 24. The reason for it is because you get the faster ramp up with the 22 gauge, and then you get a nice, dense, thick cloud and vapor from the 24 gauge. So with the combination of the two, yep, it's an uneven build. They don't heat up the same time, but it's actually desired. So just trying to change things up a little from the normal standard 24 gauge 8 wrap or 7 wrap that would be a customary build. So I'm going to go dive down and then start building. Guys, feel free to chatter, comment, keep talking.
I'm going to lock you in there, Daryl.
Oh, thank
This
you.
is awesome. You know why? I just read about this 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they're building this build, and then they're putting a different liquid on each coil, and then you get like a trifecta going on. Well, I guess you would call it the spectrum of flavor.
Interesting. I never thought of putting a different flavor on each coil, but I'll have to try that because that sounds, it's different. So I'm going to use my Coil Master just to make life easier. Yes, I do know how to wrap without this, but it's a good tool. So
You have some clean hands, Daryl.
thank you. You were fixing to say.
Your fingers clean.
I haven't been collie stick fighting recently, so I don't have any black and blue marks under my fingernails.
Nice.
So
I was gonna leave that to Dirty though, because I know he likes to pick that type of stuff out.
Yeah.
That's why Daryl went and used a whole gallon of Gojo before he did this build.
I like seeing clean hands in someone's
Yeah.
building.
I'm surprised you didn't ask them how they smell.
They smell like strawberries and cream juice. Or 5 wrap.
You use a different diameter for the smaller gauge, or no?
No, I'm going to stick with the same gauge. I kind of like. I don't build on anything thinner than 3 mil. I actually have been going up like 3.5, 4 mil for my builds lately. I like the bigger coils.
Yeah, so do I.
I don't.
I don't go any lower than 3 now unless I have some outrageous coil on there and I can't fit anything but a 2.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 mil is my like standard.
6 round.
So you're gonna run them like one on each, a different coil on each side.
That's right. It's called the turbo build, and the reason for it gives a variety of vape. It gives a fast ramp up, and then a slow, dense vape from the 24 gauge. Please scold me if I end up off camera. Just holler at me.
We will.
Lou, what are you vaping on today, Lou?
Oh, just my SMY Mini 60 and my Ranger box mod.
Nice. Let's have a look at that Ranger box mod again. Mind holding that up again?
What do I gotta put? Where did I? Oh, there.
Is that a Coil Master version 3?
Yes, I believe so. The
Ranger.
the big long, the bigger one, yeah.
Yep.
Came with this nice bag.
There's the old Ranger box mod right there.
Oh, very nice.
Got the light up, pressy button.
Cool, cool. What kind of RDA do you have on there? What kind of build?
Oh, it's a Derringer with a .34.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because it's a series one, but it's only got the OKR T10, I think. So you can't get it, it only get it up to around 6 volts. It's dual series. I like it because it doesn't use wires. It's all on a chipboard. All the components are connected by a chip.
Sweet.
Yeah, Mark is the one who was the first time that I had seen it, and it was right when I started really taking it on as a hobby, and he pulled it all apart and showed the circuit board and everything, and I was pretty impressed. And so it's probably my only really expensive mod that I bought, but it's a trooper through and through.
Cool. How much did that run you?
On ILLUMN.com, I think it is, $185.
Oh yeah, that's a shopping spree. Yeah, $185. Sure, it's an investment.
But it literally has worked better. I mean, you can't. It's not temperature controlled or nothing, but I mean, it has been the most consistent device I've had.
That's awesome.
Do I need this? Yeah.
See, I'm impressed. He can talk while he builds and everything. I've got to stick my tongue out and like. He's a professional.
Get cross-eyed.
Yeah, I got to hold it with one arm and stick the screwdriver in this way. Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't work out so good for me. I've flubbed it on air. I don't care. Because that's life. That's building. Sometimes you go through an hour-long technical build and then only to screw it up the last minute and snap the wires.
No, I did it the other day. I did some crazy build, and then as I was pinching, I slipped while pinching, and then twisted the coil and mangled it. I was so fucking mad.
Yeah.
Now, even though they're different wires and a different build, are they the same resistance? Each coil has the same resistance?
Nope. And that came out to 0.18. So, like, exactly, that's a good question. I'm not desiring uniformity here. I'm really actually looking for that difference in resistance, that difference in because I want this one to heat up fast, and this one I want to have a nice dense vape, and the combination of the two is what I'm after. So yeah, it's a different philosophy. When I first heard that, I was like, no, that defies everything I know about building, and then my friends were like, you should give it a try. It's, okay, sure, works pretty good. All right, let's go heat this up. So whenever I'm 0.2 or below, I'll either use, I will vape that low. I don't go below 0.1 on a single 18650. It's just, that's too aggressive. It's fine with the right batteries, with the right mod, not trying to take 7-second pulls, but
yeah,
I don't like buying batteries every week. So for this, I'm going to use triple 18650 series box, parallel box, excuse me, just because it's a little bit lower resistance.
The powerhouse.
The powerhouse mod. Yep. Not fancy, it's just down and dirty. Does the job. And it's parallel, so I can't get into any trouble with aggressive builds.
Yep.
Oh, Mike, you're fine.
Trying to set a good example.
Mike's saying that his mic and camera's not working. You're cool, man.
Oh, okay. Oh, hey, if he's able to hear, and then that's cool. We got a pretty full room here for this. Very nice.
Yeah, that's pretty, that's trippy how that's working, though. I'm like, it's like you said, it kind of blows it all away. I thought they had to be matched on each side for it to work correctly, but you're actually you're manipulating it.
Right.
You want the one side to do one, the one to do that.
Yeah, it's different.
A whole new vaping experience.
Yep.
it's a
Hello,
whole
Jenna.
new world.
Lou, I don't
brother.
think you were in here yet. I was saying that I had actually read about this 2 days ago, and people are building this, and then they're putting one flavor of liquid on one coil and one flavor on the other side.
Huh.
And then, yeah. So.
Huh.
So we definitely have fast ramp up on the 22 gauge side over here.
Yeah.
How you doing, Jenna?
I got to lock back on you.
I don't think she's hearing us.
Or did we have somebody else pop in?
Yeah, but I don't believe she hears us.
Awesome.
Yep, you can see it. Yeah.
Or can't hear her?
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that is pretty cool.
All right, that's about all I need to do for pulsing.
That's a damnest thing.
You don't need any more pulsing going on than that. That's enough. What's your guys' favorite? Oh, hey. We got 2 ladies in the house. That is awesome. Hi, ladies.
Oh, she does hear us because she smiled.
Yeah. She's just being quiet. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
We'll let you talk to us.
What's everybody's favorite cotton to use for wicking or wicking material?
Hmm.
Nobody has a favorite? Come on.
Yeah.
I like organic Japanese cotton, these sheets.
I have used Cotton Bacon V2 since it came out. I did buy a thing of Native Wick which at first I absolutely did not like it at all. But I'm kind of getting used to it. So I could go either way, cotton bacon V2 or native wick.
Very cool. Love them both. Love them both.
I
Yeah, go ahead.
I was on a big Muji kick for a little while, and then Vape and Raven sent me this Texas stuff, so raw sub-ohm vape wick.
Yeah.
I'm really liking this stuff.
He's sending some to me. I'm curious to see. I know they're pretty thick sheets, aren't they?
It's like a block.
It's like
if I remember, right?
Really fluffy. Kind of does the same as Native Wicks, but I don't think it has. Native Wick has a taste to me at first. This one doesn't, but I've heard some people say they do get a slight taste from this Texas stuff when they first couple vapes. I haven't noticed that, but so far those are what I like. But I have a lot of Muji, and I like Muji over Cogendo just because I feel it wicks better, in my opinion, and I can always taste right before you get that dry hit. There's a very distinct taste it gives off.
That's nice to get that little early warning.
Yeah.
Now, Mike just said in the chat, I saw a vid of yours where you split the cotton and put it back together. I tried that last night, and I like it. Why do you do that?
Okay, and I just did that here. I do that because the outer layers are more
dense.
Like dense, and they're like cloth, not quite woven. And the inner ones are more fluffy and absorbent. So I put the inner ones on the outer ones. I reverse it.
You reverse it. Okay. You don't pull the outside off then, like.
No, I've seen some people take that off and throw it away, but I don't.
I do. I take one layer off, one of those compressed layers off, and then I roll the cotton to where the other compressed layers in the middle.
Okay.
Fluffy stuff is on the outside.
I like take that top layer off on both sides and just.
Yeah, that's what I typically see is they peel both sides off. I've never used the organic cotton, so.
I feel like the fluffy inside put on the outside absorbs, and then the more tightly woven or pressed outer layers on the inside. I feel that kind of also draws juice, but who knows? I don't know.
Well, if you look at one of the stacks of the cotton bacon, it'll have the thicker stuff through the middle.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. I like cotton bacon. I used to have a bunch of it. I bought like 10 packs of it one time, and I used it all. It took me months. It's very good. It's nice and thick. It did have a little bit of flavor, but that's okay. A couple of hits and you vape through it.
See, that was my problem when I got the native wick, because if you split it right down the middle, the way it's wrapped, I felt it's just itty bitty teeny bit too short on both sides for a 3mm coil. So that's taken some getting used to, because I'm used to shoving that cotton bacon in there.
Yeah. I hate wasting stuff. Even though it's not expensive, I hate wasting. I even get annoyed at myself, like I have to find a use for this little piece here. I'm going to sop up juice spills with it. That's being frugal. All right, so that's it. And I don't have a unicorn bottle I was going to put this in, but this is Do You Even Vape Lady in Red. I forget what the flavor profile on this is, but it's good stuff.
There you go, son. Just
You're a dumper. You're a dumper. Oh my goodness. I can't watch this.
Oh, hold on a second. I got to introduce some. Are you busy? Okay. Yeah, take your time. I got a rare treat. I got Mike from Juice for Troops over here. This is his shop. But all right, I have a better idea. Been saving this. Yeah, go ahead.
You were just sitting there talking about wasting stuff, and there you are, just dumping it on in.
You see what a hypocrite I am?
Yep, $9.95 a mil there, buddy. You got somebody from, what'd you say? Juice for Troops?
Juice for Troops, yeah.
Yeah. My son is actually in the United States Army, and I converted him from chewing tobacco to vaping 2 months ago.
Oh, wow.
And now he wants me to name a liquid after his unit.
What's his unit?
He is infantry, 101st Airborne Division.
Wow. That's awesome.
You can come up with something.
What's his, like Echo 42, or actually that was mine in training.
He is,
Alpha
they
Company.
are the Pythons of something. He's Charlie Battery, I know that, CBAT. And he's infantry.
Mm.
He's down at Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
Hey, Don.
Yeah.
I have been letting this one steep for a little bit.
Which one you got there? The De Leche?
Yeah.
All right, if you like caramel.
That stuff is awesome.
I'm letting it steep, though.
It's ready. It's primed. You can vape it anytime.
Yeah, I'm thinking about when I do a review on a tank here pretty soon, I'm going to go ahead and just squeeze that whole bottle in and do it for the review.
That sounds good.
That's where I know Mike from.
You're gonna be drooling a lot.
Hey, that's fine. I do anyway.
We'll get him a bib for that one.
All right, so like you can see that vape is different on either side. I've got that true to form, that fast ramp up on one side, and then the slower ramp up is supposed to give me some density of cloud. So let's see how it vapes.
Nice.
I'll tell you one thing.
Nice.
This thing's chucking. Yeah, and the flavor was incredible.
Get that faux hawk in the shot.
Yep. I have that hair. That 22, is it hot real quick?
Yeah, it ramps up real quick.
Real quick.
Yeah, that thing chucked though, man. That thing is awesome.
Yeah, it does.
That's pushing, yeah.
I'm kind of liking it. I think the resistance on the 24 gauge side even pushes. Oh, I don't know. What do I know about math and science?
Well, when it gets in that centrifuge inside the top of the Addy, it's gonna push that hot vape. That's awesome. Now, what's the flavor profile on the juice now that you vaped it?
Yeah.
I'm a juice girl.
You are a juice girl.
I bet you it's strawberry something.
Probably.
Yeah. It tastes like fresh strawberries, like fresh cut sweet strawberries. Not the baked strawberry, but the fresh cut strawberry.
Yeah, not a candy, a real.
Nice.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit of cream or marshmallow.
Mike says, is it more of a cloud chaser or a flavor chasing?
Yes.
Yes and yes.
It's both. It's both. Hey, listen, it's all flavor for me. The clouds are nice, but they're ancillary. If I don't get flavor, then it's pointless. Nobody's over here judging my cloud.
We are.
We are.
I'm sorry. That's true. Very true. I like clouds. I like doing tricks, but I'm here for the flavor.
Hey, you're married, right, Daryl?
I am, yes.
Sorry, ladies. I know he's a complete package, but he's married. He can build. He looks good. Chuck Cloud.
All about the flavor.
Yeah.
All the flavor.
He's off the market, though, kids.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I think he's blushing.
I think you can always go to the vape shop
I
and
think he's blushing.
Dirty can make me blush.
Dirty can make any of us blush.
That is looking like a really nice vape.
Yep. Nice thick cloud on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Worth doing. Definitely worth doing.
It's almost as thick as the cloud off this crown tank.
See. Oh yeah, I think he's got you beat though, ST.
Yeah, I think
I do. I
One of
think
those builds
you know
on
what?
the
It's the extra battery. We'll just say that.
Hell yeah.
Let me take it off me and.
Well, it is off of you.
All right, what are your thoughts on that build?
Nice. Good job.
That is awesome.
That's just neat as heck how that's running. And
Mike, sorry.
No, it goes against the whole thing, you know. it's got to be equal on both sides, and it's like, oh, it doesn't. I always figured it had something to do with your battery, that it would screw the battery up, but I guess it doesn't.
Yeah,
No?
I guess not. And you know, if there was that possibility, I wouldn't be too concerned because I got 3 batteries, so I tend to rotate these batteries in here, like throughout the. After a while vaping, I'll put the, I'll rotate them
Oh,
to
I
kind of even
yeah,
out the load.
that's what I was kind of, does it mess with? It probably doesn't mess with it at all. Now that I think about it, it's just same power source.
Yeah, the
But,
battery's not going to know if there's 1 or 2 coils. It's just going to be pulling
yeah.
whatever the resistance is of them combined.
Yeah. So
Well,
Mike,
if you don't exceed the amperage on it, I guess you're probably fine.
Mike Micole says, I am going to try that coil tonight. Looks fun. MFPB on one side, MFJ on the other. LOL. I like Cogen dough. I saw a vid of yours where you split the cotton and put it back together and tried it last night. Oh, okay.
That's what I was reading you. I was reading you his chat.
Thank you. Thank you,
You're
Dawn.
welcome.
It's awesome having extra people on here to pay attention to that while I'm doing my build.
Yeah.
It's kind of like being in a car and somebody's navigating and somebody's picking where we're going to go for lunch, and yeah, it's great.
Or everybody in the car says, I don't know. I don't know. You pick.
McDonald's.
That's why I choose to drive, and if everybody says that, I drive to one place, and if somebody says, oh, or 2 people, I'm like, oh, well, I'm not driving anywhere else, so let's go.
There you go.
Yeah, you had your chance for opinions, and you missed it.
Yeah.
All right, we got more time on here. What else should I build? Anybody have anything they've heard about that sounds interesting, sounds technical, sounds difficult?
What did Ken
I've been meaning to try the coil that Fluffy did. He just used flat ribbon. He did a parallel flat ribbon where he rolled them or coiled it where they were flat in parallel. I think he did 6 or 7 reps.
Cool.
The flavor was
that.
tremendous, but there was no popping, none of the spit back.
Nice.
Yeah, he's been enjoying that one too.
I don't possess any flat ribbon wire at the moment, so I can't do that.
Got a hammer?
Yeah, I'll sit there like Twisted Messes and tap that stuff with my metallurgy hammer.
Did you get some stainless steel to build with?
Haven't gotten any stainless steel yet. If anybody knows any good spots to buy it from, I want to start playing around with stainless steel.
Nate's going to start selling some soon, right?
Yeah, he got it yesterday.
Awesome. Nate motherfucking Jones, regular vape dude on YouTube. He did a great video at like 3 in the morning one night last week, and he was talking about stainless steel in depth, like he really did his homework. That was very cool.
All right,
And by the way, Nate will be on the show this Thursday.
That's awesome.
Mike said in chat, question about the Crown RDA, the coils included, are they sterling silver? Or stainless steel, I'm sorry. I got jewelry on the mind, see?
In the RDA, yeah, it's a stainless steel coil. I didn't use mine because it got too hot. I think it was a .27 stainless steel pre-rolled coil for the RDA section. Not a really good for too hot.
He said, yeah, me too. I think he means it got too hot for him too. He put 24 gauge Canthal 6 wrap in there now.
Yeah. Still on there?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Real quick, we'll get on there.
All right, hurry that up.
Yeah, I put a better on build and they better lower wattage. To me, I haven't been able to get the RDA to be as good as the stainless steel pre-made coils from Crown.
Me neither. I love their stock coils, are incredible. I've been able to tweak the RBA to where it's a decent vape at like 50, 60 watts.
Yeah.
But it's still slightly muted in flavor compared to the stock coils, which I have a stockpile of those coils at home. I have like 5 of those 4-packs.
Yeah, I still have 2 4-packs, so it's like, why build when these things are great and they last a while too? So
they do last forever. I'm sorry, Dirty. Were you done?
Yep.
Okay.
Awesome.
The .25 is freaking amazing, but I'm having a really tough time with the .5. I don't know if I just have a bad one because it's the one that came with it, but I can't pull the flavor out of it. It just,
Really?
oh my gosh, I can't handle that .5. The
I heard it.
.25, I threw it in. It lasted me almost 3 weeks. I mean, it was amazing.
Yeah,
As soon as I put the .5 in, I was depressed.
if it's not rocking from right off the bat, I mean, then maybe bag coil. I haven't experienced the bag coil from well yet, but you know that's the way it goes sometimes.
I heard some people with the .5s, they like to turn the watt. They say it's better at like 50 watts with half the airflow.
Yeah, I did. I turned it down to basically 20 watts, closed off half the airflow. So it's got to be a bag coil. It's
Yeah.
just
Well,
got to be.
I've got my .5 in right now, 65 watts, and full awesome flavor out of it.
Yeah, I'm struggling to get half. I mean, I'm literally a third of the flavor I get off the .25.
So what are you building over here?
Hey, have a seat, Mike. Hey guys, I'm gonna hijack the screen here, and I'm gonna take and introduce you guys to a very special. I can't call him a guest. He's a guest on my show, but I'm actually sitting in his vape shop. Mike Moralia, Juice for Troops. Sergeant.
How you guys
Mike
doing
Moralia.
today?
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going?
Can you guys hear us?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna introduce you, Mike. This is Dawn from.
AdoreEliquid.com.
Oh,
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
put them up one by one. This is Derek Devo, Dirty Devo from Dirty Devo Vape channel. What's your channel again, man? I know it. I've been on it. I watch all your shit. I just forgot the name.
Dirty's Mind.
Dirty's mine.
Yep.
Very dirty. And this is okay. Jenna. Hey, Jenna. This is Lou. He's over in Vegas. This is Mike. His microphone's not working right now. This is Scott Taylor down in Tennessee. ST Vapes channel.
What's going on, brother?
How you doing today?
Good.
Watch me to I'll show you what I did.
My turbo build. I heard you over
Did I
here.
do a good job?
Sure. Not too shabby. How's it doing?
A quick ramp up. Density from the 24.
So I don't know if you guys know, Daryl's here in my shop, it's Island Vapor in Mount Sinai. We opened up on the 22nd of this month. Last month, the first now. I run an organization called Juice for Troops. I send care packages overseas to soldiers either quitting smoking or that already vape. I have a website set up. It's juicefortroops.com. I'm doing it for over a year now. I'm a veteran myself. I've been in the service for almost 10 years now. I'm in the inactive reserve component since injuries that I sustained over in Iraq. So when they told me I couldn't go overseas again, my soldiers that were going over were like, we started vaping, send me stuff. So for a couple months I was flipping it on my own, on my back, paying for everything. And then I set up this whole organization out of one of the shops that Daryl came into, and he saw what I was doing, and we started doing these builds that he's doing online. For you guys, we actually were doing to raise money, have people come down, do a class, they do a $5 donation, and we're doing raffles and stuff to gain money from that. I actually do all the cloud comps on the island. I actually flew out to Texas in November to do an event out there. I got shops that are in California, Texas, Colorado, Maryland, and Delaware that all send stuff to support. We're actually doing a big event here September 20th in my shop to raise money. I have Kilo E-Liquids, Vapor Hub, Poor Boy Customs, AV from Eric Hutchinson from AmeriVape had me come to an event in Massachusetts a couple months back. So if you guys get a chance, go on Facebook, give it a like, share, Instagram as well. It's Juice for Troops on Instagram. Trying to get the word out there as much as possible. Do everything I can to help the guys that deserve it a little more than we do when they're overseas. So if they don't have access to a lot of the stuff that we do, if they can't ordering stuff, a lot of times it doesn't show up. I can't send them batteries and stuff, so we're trying to get codes on shipping and everything to get stuff over there. So that's what I do. Now I have a home station for it. This shop, one of the investors was like, I see what you're doing and I really like it. If I was to put the money up for a shop, would you be willing to run the shop and bring juice for Troops? So that's what I do now. I work here 7 days a week and I run Juice for Troops out of the shop as well. So it's nice to have a home station for all of it.
That's
Nice.
awesome, man. As a Marine Corps veteran, much love to you, man. I really appreciate what you're doing. What did you say? You mentioned Massachusetts. Was there a shop in Massachusetts that's participating?
Massachusetts for a cloud comp that Eric Hutchinson was running. Yeah, you come up there. Man, what was the name of that shop? The one that we went to the conference. It was in Lynn, Massachusetts.
In Lynn?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm on central Massachusetts. We'll definitely have to check that out.
Yeah, Cold Fusion e-liquids. It's one of the sponsors of the event as well, and not offhand. But
Yeah.
we had a huge event in outdoors and a giant tent out there, and Cold Fusion actually donated a bunch of stuff as well. And a couple of guys that are on Cloud Company up in Massachusetts are involved in it as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I'll tell you, me and Daryl also do a live show each week. And Daryl, make sure that we get the info, and we'll plug that in on the show for this week.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
And I want to say thank you for serving. And also, kind of funny, my son is in the Army, and he's deploying in January. And him and his unit are already panicking about how they're going to get their e-liquid from his mom.
Well, you can get everything from me for free. No charge to them. No charge to you guys. If you go on the website, juicefortroops.com, you'll have a button you can click on, and it's suggest a soldier. You fill out the form, you get his shipping address for where he is overseas. It'll ask if he needs a starter kit, nicotine preference, everything. And each care package has close to like 300 mils of juice in it. I send usually anywhere from 12 to 18 bottles of juice, as much as I can clear in a priority ship box. And being that it's going through the channels of service, it goes through APO addresses, so it doesn't get held up in customs. The only thing I can't send them is lithium batteries, because it gets held. That will get held in customs. You can't ship that. But if you tell them to go to the website illume.com, ILUMN, they actually have the rights to ship anywhere, and they will ship to FPO and APO addresses while he's overseas. So
Illume is now? They're shipping overseas?
as far as I was told,
Oh, cool.
you get to APO and FPO addresses, and it won't get held up in customs.
Awesome.
Yeah, but like I said, as soon as he gets overseas, you can actually send it to him if you want, or you can have them go on there themselves and fill it out. But if you want to send it to them, you can actually leave a message for him. It has a spot, leave a message. So if you want to say, here's a care package, stay safe, whatever you want to write, I then transfer that over to a letter that they will receive of why they're receiving the package, what it is I'm doing, a little bit about myself and everything else as well. So they can actually then sign up for it after themselves, and I will continue to send stuff. And that's why I host the events, to get money to pay for all the shipping and everything else. And I cover everything. There's nothing on you or the soldiers' end to have to pay for.
Well, thanks for caring about them and keeping their morale up.
Cool.
That's a big thing.
I actually just did we did the first cloud comp ever overseas. The guys in Kuwait contacted me. They're like, we want to do a cloud comp, but we don't have any supplies. So I actually sent 7 large priority ship boxes up to them, over 630 ml bottles of juice, over 300 RDAs, 45 mech mods, and everything else. And they hosted an entire cloud comp overseas. Big shout out to all the sponsors. Big shout out. Had a ton of pictures that they posted as well. Yeah, it went over a lot better than I was expecting for a cloud comp in Kuwait. So
yeah, I was going to say also a secondary shout out. We probably can't name all of them, but everybody that's supporting it, thanks a lot. It means a lot to those guys and ladies. It means a ton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know when I was over in Iraq, I didn't have anybody sending me stuff that would help me bring my morale up. Like, even if I got a care package for my family, candy, it was the greatest thing in the world. So, if someone was sending me vape supplies, I probably would try to do a backflip. May not have succeeded.
Right.
Nice.
That's
We really do appreciate what you're doing there, man. That means a lot.
Thank you.
And you're saving lives because they're not smoking.
2 years I haven't smoked a cigarette. When I was over in Iraq, I was smoking 2 packs a day and going through half a can of chewing tobacco. So, 2 years I haven't touched a cigarette. I can't complain.
Awesome.
Nice.
My life.
Yeah. Right there with you.
I'll let you get back to your show. Take care, everybody. It was nice meeting you all.
Thanks, you.
Nice meeting you.
Appreciate it. Nice meeting you.
Well, that's rad.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's awesome. He's doing big things. He's got a lot going on.
Yeah.
We'll see you, Mike. Or unless you're I don't know who's telling.
my piddly little developing a liquid for my son's unit is nothing compared to that. Maybe I should just team up with him and send him the liquid and he can send it.
You know, if that works better, but, you know, collaboration.
Yeah.
I'll talk to my shops that I go to and see if they can get in contact with him, start sending stuff that way too.
You get a lot of support from a lot of big juice companies, big and small juice companies. You know, they're big time support.
That is freaking awesome.
I couldn't even begin to list them all, but they put the juice in his hands, they put mods in his hands, and he ships it all out.
Because like he said, they can't get their hands on none of that over there. It's, you know.
Yeah.
And then if you could, wouldn't you question putting it in your body? You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
So.
But that is good because, I mean, vaping is the new thing now, and that's just, it hadn't reached over there yet.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of guys start smoking in the service because everybody around them is smoking in the
Yeah.
Well, chewing.
I dipped and I smoked when I was on the service because everybody does it. You're bored, you need something to do, you get a nice buzz.
You go from extremes of boredom to like extreme tension and stress in combat or combat readiness. I don't know. I was never in the military. I went to pseudo-quasi Merchant Marine Academy, which is nowhere close. You're not in danger unless you're like a captain out on the ship that got hijacked. That wasn't.
Yeah, my son and all his friends, that unit, a lot of them were dippers, and he's slowly getting them all to convert a little bit. They've been passing around his little ego as one more starts. They pass it on to that next one, but they didn't believe me that vaping could help them with dipping. They're like, it's not the same. Well, no, it's not, but
yeah.
So.
Once you try it and you get those juice flavors you love and you get that good, dense vape that you love, it's like, oh, wow. Cigarette doesn't even chuck clouds.
Nope.
Right, and then they caught one Rip Trippers video and it was all over.
Okay.
They're all young, you know.
Yeah. All right, what do you guys want me to build now? We've been on, I don't know if I have enough time for a build, but this is fun. We got Phenom just came on. Did I see Phenom?
Yeah,
he did, and then
he was in and he left.
Where'd he go? Yeah, he did.
Probably back to work.
He was probably eating lunch.
Okay. He came in to check it out and see if we were cool enough. We weren't cool enough. He went back to work.
I like that build though. That's interesting.
Yeah. Fun.
Yeah, it's definitely a new thing. You got to try 2 different liquids on there next.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Rick a little later and try that. That's good.
So like even just some plain custard on one side with the strawberry on the other, or.
But Don, by that same reasoning, couldn't you do that just with a regular coil too? As long as it was dual coil, you could put one flavor on one. And...
Oh yeah, for sure. But the reasoning they were given is whatever the smaller gauge they're using, they're throwing the custards on there because the custards handle the higher temperature better and they smooth out and get thicker. Then they're throwing like a fruit on the other side, the one that ramps up slower, and that way they're getting that blast of custard. It's coming in with a fruit and then finishing off with the custard. So. It seems pretty darn interesting. I'm definitely going to try it now that I've seen you do it.
That was my first time doing that build. I like it, and it's definitely worth doing. You know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to give away some juice.
Woo-hoo.
I'm going to give away some stuff if anybody minds.
Nope.
Now,
Oh, it's awful. Don't do that. No.
right.
Only assholes give shit away.
I go to a lot of shows. I'm out there on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram. YouTube is just one part of what I do with Quest for Vape. And by the way, Quest for Vape isn't about Daryl being a narcissistic jerk who needs attention. I get all the attention I need from my wife and my 2 daughters. And they think I'm cool, and that's enough for me. I do the YouTube channel because vaping was such a challenge for me to get into and figure out. And I just, as I explore and discover new cool things in vaping, I like to share it. But
And as you see people doing wrong things.
yes. Right. Trying to find that exciting next thing, new thing, unexplored thing, but also avoiding, like, just in case you guys didn't know, anybody watching this, you do not vape nickel or titanium the way you vape cancel or stainless steel. You don't pulse the coils, you don't make them glow, and you do not ever vape Ni200 or titanium in wattage mode. Okay, I said it. I have a video on it. Enough said. Let me get
You don't do that.
What's that?
You don't do that.
Well, I did it once, and I got a nasty headache as a result of it, and then I learned why, because nickel is very toxic over certain temperatures. That's why there's temperature control. So.
You mean you can't vape nickel on just a regular mod?
No, you can, but it's not healthy to do that. And you're vaping because you didn't want to die of cancer from smoking, so don't do something almost as harmful.
Well, I'm trying to be funny, but you're being serious, so.
I know. We're playing off each other.
But he makes a strong point. Like when I first got nickel, nobody was saying nothing like that, and I actually had done that. I built a 0.1 build, and I just ran it with regular, just through, no temperature control, and my device was able to handle it and all that stuff. But in retrospect, now that you talk about it like that, it's like I had no idea that it was putting off toxic chemicals. I only did it the one time just because I was playing with the nickel to see what it would do. But
right,
yeah, it's good sense to warn somebody of that.
We didn't know, and here's, hold on, let me plug in. I've kind of like logicked out. Last year, you didn't hear about nickel very much because the only devices that vape nickel, because it's such low resistance, you had to have a Vapor Shark or a DNA mod, and then if you were willing to spend $250, $300 to buy one of those mods just so you could vape nickel, you kind of knew and learned.
That's exactly how it happened.
And then also at the same time, last year, now I'm talking about up until the time of Subtank's coming out with nickel coils, where you can go to a vape shop, buy Atlantis nickel coils from any vape shop pretty much, and they don't necessarily know the difference. Up until that time when nickel became mainstream in vaping, the mods were too expensive for you to buy and use ineptly. And also, what device up until recently, what regulated box mod would fire down below 0.1?
Sigali.
Right. Not even. I mean, like a 0.18, 0.17 on the Sigali 150, on the IPV 150, they said they didn't go below 0.2, but you could push them a little bit. But they certainly didn't like the low resistance of these softer metals. So there wasn't a whole lot on the market that would allow you to get into danger, unless you were on a mech mod, straight up mech mod like building nickel. But so it's a problem because nickel's out there and everybody wants to try it, and then they're not knowing the other side of the story. So thanks for letting me harp on that a couple of minutes here.
What you got there, a black crown, son?
Yeah.
Oh, no
Look
way.
at you.
You guys haven't seen that yet?
Oh, I'm jealous. Oh, I've seen it.
But we want one.
I haven't actually. I've seen it in a picture. That's the first live one I've seen.
It's that sexy.
That is hot.
Yeah. So it'll be available. I know Subtank Supply has them coming in. He'll have them in hand by the 8th. He's taking pre-orders now. That dude dropped big coin. He ordered 1,000 from China. That's commitment. Their minimum order quantity on this tank is 500 units or more. So
What'd they price that one at?
He's charging $37.99 and free shipping anywhere in the country. So that's not bad. It's not bad.
Right.
Yeah, vaping.
You're gonna spend $7-10 for shipping, so.
Yeah. All right.
Vaping even just posted that Code 3 Vapor is selling the regular crowns for $24 with free shipping,
Wow.
and that's with the RVA deck
No way.
and coils. So
They must have bought 10,000 units and gotten their price down so low that they have enough volume they can blow out that many units.
Well,
Listen,
it's because they're coming out with V2. Just saying.
Yeah. But that is on the regular Crown. It's not the black one. So
the V2 Crown, it's not going to be a Crown. They're just coming out with another type of tank and an RDA, but that's not until October. And what they told me is it does not replace the Crown. It's something totally unique and different. They won't tell me what it is. They won't. They're very good at keeping quiet about things. But you know, I keep tight with them, and I keep chattering with them quite often because I want to get that shit when it comes in.
oh yeah.
That right there, I gotta have.
It's worth having. It's worth having.
Because then I can have 2020. I can have my my little set.
I play Matchy 2020 all the time.
2020. Yep.
Ebony and Ivory right here.
Oh yeah.
That is just awesomeness.
So what you giving away today, son?
Oh yeah, we forgot about that.
What I'm giving away, I only opened the package right here to show the T-shirt. This is a extra large, but this should be, what is this? The collection. All right, this local Vape had sent me a bunch of stuff. I go to shows, I'm on Instagram, I promote stuff. Not to thump my chest, but hey, I'm on a couple of cool shows with some guys, and we have an audience, so we like to give stuff away. So local Vape out from California, it's a distribution company, sent me that T-shirt. They sent me a bunch of juice. Let's see what I can give away today. Let me make some room here. And the way you get to win is you comment in this video. After we go offline and we're not live, it becomes a video on my YouTube channel. You comment in here. And don't just be like, oh, hi. Yeah, say something. Please have watched the show. And, okay, comment what you like best about the show. Which of the people on the panel you thought was the most interesting. and what you like best about today's show. I'm giving away an RDA. It's a clone. Don't get excited. This cost me $7. It's the N22 clone. Yeah, anyway, you can look it up online. I'm giving that away, the T-shirt. Let's give somebody a chance to do some builds. What else can I give away here? I've got a line of juice called Pure Lightning. Sorry, guys. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Ooh la la. See, lovely lady. Pure Lightning, Mark Evans and Shannon Carver are the owners. And we've got Fairy Dough, which is creamy cookie dough rolled in sugar. Okay. Oh, milk chocolate and chips. We've got White Dragon, which is strawberries and white chocolate cream. Sounds interesting.
Sounds good.
Cinnabon, cinnamon apple pie, sticky buns, and Madagascar vanilla custard with a twist of caramel apple, too.
Yeah.
And cider sauce drizzled on top. You get all of that.
That sounds like it would go on that coil you just built real well.
Seriously. No, can't give that. I gotta hold some stuff back for next week. That's 3. I should have a few more in here. Hold on, guys. Wouldn't you love to get your hands on this bag?
Yeah, it's a big, deep bag full of stuff.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Tantalizing you. Look, there's more. You got to watch on Thursday. There's more. Pure Sherbet is a rainbow of juicy, fruity flavors that melt in your mouth with explosions of candy-coated sherbet ice cream, milky smooth raspberry, lemon lime undertone.
Have you vaped these?
No. No, I have not. If I vape them, I can't give them away.
Well, I meant on another bottle. That's what I meant. Have you ever vaped them?
They had one that was peaches and cream, and I vaped that, and I vaped like the whole thing in one day. It was very good. I know what you're thinking. There's a lot of flavor combinations.
Yeah, they're claiming a lot of.
They are claiming a lot
of clout in each one of them bottles.
So that's why aside from the juice, in case the juice is not good.
Mike wants to know what's the PG-VG ratio on those.
Good question. It's a mystery. I'll see if I could find that out in a second.
Okay.
But also there's Lemon Lord, which is a homemade cupcake, candied lemon bits, creamy sugar, and whipped icing. Okay. So there's five juice flavors. All right. Pure Lightning e-vapors. The PGVG, I couldn't tell you because they don't tell me. So if you want to look that up, you can look that up.
Does it give you a nick level?
Yeah, they're 3 milligram nick. Doesn't tell me the PGVG. Just that they may contain PG and VG. Sorry, I wish I had more info there. But all right, that's a decent giveaway, right? A T-shirt, 5 juice bottles, and an RDA.
That's quite the little goodie bag.
Is that a good haul?
Mm-hmm.
Look it up.
And please, continental United States, unless, hey, that's fine. We had somebody in Australia. We had somebody in London. If you're outside of the United States, you've got to pay for shipping if you don't mind. I don't get paid to ship all this stuff, so I can get the stuff for free and get it out to you. I don't mind shipping it somewhere in the United States. It costs me $6-7. I don't mind that. But all right, that's about it. Good juice giveaway there. We're coming up on close to an hour. Eventually, I will be giving this away. Brandy new 260-watt box mod. This is the SimIU. Boschway is a sub-company of SimIU. SMY is the SMY 260. Not today, but in the near future. So you have to.
He's teasing you.
Yeah, you have to be a fan. Watch. I think we put some interesting stuff out there on our YouTube channels. And all right, that's it. Anything else, guys, for the good of the order?
I think you covered it there, brother.
All right, let's do this. Let me. What's that, Dirty?
Well, I said good show.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Lou. Hey, why don't we all just grab a quick vape and blow a cloud into our respective cameras? Want to do that?
Absolutely.
Yep. Do it up.
When you're ready there, son.
Anybody need to drip? Now's the time.
Let me do it just in case.
Yeah, I better. Just
Everybody dry hit on camera at the same time.
Oh, we ain't doing Andrew's show.
The heavy metal challenge.
18 milligram nicotine. Everybody drip it. Ready?
Yeah.
No.
It's got to be tobacco flavor, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, what are you hitting on there, Dirty?
I'm hitting on the Rig V2.
How you like that thing?
This thing hits like a
Ready?
freak.
Here we go. Ready?
Oh, okay. Ready, guys?
I thought you were starting us. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I just neurotically vaped prematurely. Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
I can't see the screen.
Hey guys, thank you all for joining us. And if you haven't, a lot of us chat and we sound familiar with each other and friendly with each other because we're on a website called myvaporium.net, and there's a couple of live chat rooms always going on. There's always somebody in there. That's called the G Spot. So check out myvaporium.net. It's a great website, great community online for vaping. There's no egos running around. There's no BS. You won't get bombarded by people soliciting you for junk. Just good, nice people talking about vaping. And then
3 hours later.
And then also on Thursday mornings at 9 a.m. Central and 10 a.m. Eastern, which is the same time, on ST Vape's channel. ST Vapes is Scott Taylor. The show, The True Vapors, is a live show like this, but we talk about vaping. We don't do any builds, and we have a bunch of different guests on, and I invite you guys all to ST Vape's channel to watch that. Well, thank you very much, guys. We got Dawn, Dirty, I'm sorry, young lady, the quiet young lady over there, Jenna. We got Lou. Lou, thank you very much for joining us. It's awesome to have you on here. Mike, even though you're silent, hopefully you get those microphone issues, but you're welcome back even if you can't talk. That's cool. thumbs up there,
He's
Mike.
been chatting over there. He said,
Yeah.
thanks, man.
Yeah, he has been very active on the
Yes.
chat. And then, Scott, as always, thank you very much. It's been a real pleasure. Quest for Vape saying goodbye.
Peace.
Peace out.